So I don't know about you, but I love making money, and especially when I don't have to really do much to make it. So in this video, I'm going to show you a way that I'm able to make $500 an hour by just showing up, plugging in a camera, and turning it on. So if you're looking for an easy way to make some extra cash, it only requires a camera, a microphone, some cables, and a light. This is for you. So this initially kind of just fell into my lap when a client asked me if we could do this, but when I thought about it, it made more sense to just offer it as a service. So we all know that business professionals, business owners, really anybody now has Zoom calls that they have to do probably daily at this point in a 2025 world. But we all know as videographers that Zoom just kind of looks like shit, especially when we do the green screen, put your company logo behind you, and it just looks like ass. And some Zoom calls or meetings that these people are having are really important and they don't want to look bad. So I figured, why not just start offering really high quality Zoom calls to people who need it? And I've done this in multiple different ways. We've done it where I bring the camera, the DJI mic to someone's house with nice lighting, put the camera literally on some books, and just let them do it that way, connected to the webcam. Or now that I have a studio, we're able to offer that here in the studio. But you could easily do this by bringing one light, your camera, and some cables and some mics to offer this to clients who have really important meetings or who are doing, like, they got invited to be on a podcast. I actually had that this morning. Or they run their own little remote podcast. It's a great little way to make decent money for not a lot of work on our end. So let me show you what I have and how it all kind of works together here at the studio to make it go really well. So I'm using the FX3, but actually the FX30 might work better. I actually kind of prefer it just because you can USB right into a computer and it works as a webcam, which is really cool. But since I have the FX3, I think it does have a nice image. Why not just use that? Anyway, so we have that running into a cam link, Elgato cam link thing here, into a USB hub, so we can plug this into a MacBook. And then we're running right now the SM7B into a Rodecaster, which also goes in the USB hub and into the computer. Now you don't need any of this stuff for the audio. You really just need a way to get a mic onto the person and the audio into the computer or into the camera, and that's good to go. But like I said, I have the resources here, so why not use it? And then you're pretty much plugging in the computer, log them into Zoom or Riverside, which is preferred, and then you go to town and have an awesome looking Zoom call or conference call. For lighting in my studio right now, I have the 600D in a softbox pointed at the person with a grid on it. I have a tube light here. We do a little pop of colored light here, and that's about it. Now, one little extra touch that I love, that it's a little bit more expensive, it's a little more setup, is to use a teleprompter with an iPad mirrored to the whatever they're seeing on the screen. So that way the person can sit here, and then on the screen up there, they'll be able to just talk directly into the camera and see their guests on there and not have to break eye contact. And by doing that, they're not always having to do that thing where they're looking down and talking because they're looking at themselves. They're just looking straight up at the camera, and it makes a world of difference in terms of qualities. But again, nothing you actually have to do, but I think it's a really nice touch, and people seem to love it. So obviously, like I said, here in the studio, it's quite a bit more robust setup. But if you watch my other video, which I'll link somewhere here in the show notes, about my on-the-go kit, that can also do this as well. Essentially, all you need is a camera, the cables to plug it into a computer, a light, and a microphone, and possibly an iPad or a teleprompter setup, but that's not necessary to have clients get really good web calls. And then depending on the client, you can charge $300 to $500 for that hour where you just come in, plug it all in, turn it on, and you just sit on your ass and do nothing. That's what I do. I sit over there in the corner in the little cuck chair I have in my studio. But I just sit there and really just let them do their thing. It's all recording internally. There's no post work for me. And they get, the benefit of having a really good looking Zoom call and looking like an authority in their space. And you get paid for just having the gear and knowing how to plug it all in for them. So I definitely think that if you have the ability to do that, to bring it up to your clients, offer it to your clients, and see how it goes. So it's a great way to get an extra 300 to 500 bucks just for an hour of your time, if you have the time to do that, of course. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think, and subscribe to see more videos on how to run a video business and make money with video. And I'll see you in the next one.